Let's go to Bathsheba, man. He wanted a trusted voice. He was hoping Solomon would not see him coming. So again, they must have known how much Solomon valued his mother. So he wanted to exploit that relationship. And I want you to check out how Adonijah positioned his request. He used a strategy that a lot of companies use today. It's called the high-low pricing strategy. There's a pricing strategy that a lot of companies use. It's called high-low. This is when a company initially sets the prices of items high, and then they begin to offer promotions, discounts, sales to make customers feel like they are getting a bargain. This is what the high-low. Whenever you see sales happening in a store, they are using the high-low strategy. So that when you look at the product or the item and you see, let's say it's a shoe, $300, but you see it's on sale for $50, you're like, what? That's a deal. Meanwhile, the company is still making a profit from that $50. Like, the real price is $50, but they've made you perceive the value of the item to be more than it is, so that the price that they put there will not feel like it is expensive. It creates an illusion of value, and it helps with impulse buying. That's why when you go, like someone said, they shop for free, because whenever they see two sales items and they put it together, it's not up to the retail price, so they've literally got it for free. I'm like, sure. Like, this is the mind games that companies use to get people to buy stuff. Now, with that in mind, see how Adonijah positions this request, because now you're going to see the level of deception. So he comes to Bathsheba, and Bathsheba is like, do you come peacefully? The fact that Bathsheba is asking this question, she's like, man, we didn't even get to enjoy this throne. Why is Adonijah coming to meet? There's something. These people, there's something. She's expecting the worst. Remember high-low? She's expecting the worst. He now says, I have something to say to you. You may say it, she replied. He now says, as you know, he's pasting the retail price. As you know, he said, the kingdom was mine. All Israel looked to me as their king. He's posturing. But things changed, and the kingdom has gone to my brother, for it has come to him from the Lord. Now, I have one request to make of you. Do not refuse me. Imagine how Bathsheba, she's expecting a request that is going to probably be almost impossible to fulfill. I have one request. She's probably wondering what kind of request, how big is this request? So she says, yes, make it. You may make it. So he continued, please ask King Solomon, he will not refuse you, to give me Abishag, the Shunammite, as my wife. Now, think about this. Bathsheba is probably thinking the worst case scenario. Please, I have one request to make. Will King Solomon just do 3 terms and I'll continue? Like, she's thinking of the worst. And then he now comes with the sales price. Just give me Abishag, the Shunammite, as my wife. Bathsheba will be like, that's it? Like, that's all you want? It's like, no worries. It's a small price to pay, man. You just want Abishag. Come on, that's cool. Like, at the same time, like, Bathsheba must have known, but I'm sure in her mind she's probably trying to be wise. Like, he could ask for more, but he's asking for this, just to appease them. Is it possible that we can just give him? If this is what he wants, just give him. Let's just, for the sake of peace. Verse 18. Very well, Bathsheba replied, I will speak to the king. And when Bathsheba replied, then when Bathsheba went to King Solomon to speak to him for Adonijah, the king stood up to meet her. As in, when I read this, it just spoke volumes of how Solomon saw his mom. Speaks volumes of how Solomon saw Bathsheba. As the king, he stood up to meet her, bowed down to her, and sat down on his throne. And he had a throne brought for the king's mother. And she sat down at his right hand. The right hand, the hand of authority. And then she says, I have one small request to make of you. Small request. Solomon is like, I'm king, whatever you want. And she said, do not refuse me. King replied, make it my mother, I will not refuse you. I mean, I usually don't refuse you. The king replied, make it my mother, I will not refuse you. So she said, let Abishag, the Shunammite, be given in marriage to your brother, Adonijah. King Solomon is like, huh? You know, As a child, Solomon would have been like, sure. But remember, David had given him a charge. You have to be strong and act like a man. Be strong and act like a man. You are now king. That is why earlier in this session, I said a lot of people have confused honor for obedience. Honor your father and mother. We've confused it for obey your father and mother. No, the Bible says honor them. When you are a child, you honor your parents by obeying them. When you become an adult, there's a difference. Do you think Abraham leaving his father and mother when God had called him to leave, do you think they didn't tell him wait? He would have honored them, but have to obey God. This is why if you see people who are saying, God has said we should get married, we've received confirmation, everything, but man, my parents need to be on board. They need to agree for us to go forward. You need wisdom in those situations, but it's usually indicative of someone who is still a child. If a man is still saying, man, God has said, but I'm waiting. Again, this is not clear cut, it's not black and white. There's a way wisdom can, you need to ask God for wisdom. But if your parents are still insisting that we do not want, and God has said go, there's a difference between honoring them. You can honor them and say, I respect, I'm listening, I've heard, but I have to obey God. There's a difference between honor and obedience. We're still expected to honor them, but we're expected to obey God above anyone else. So verse 22, King Solomon answered his mother, why do you request Abishag the Shunammite for Adonijah? And do you not understand the weight of what you're asking? He says you might as well request the kingdom for him. After all, he's my older brother, yes, for him and for Abiathar the priest and Joab son of Zeruiah. I'm sure, like, when I was studying this, I was trying to look at it from Bathsheba's perspective. She's like, I think I got this. The way Solomon responds must have been different to what she was expecting. Solomon is like, what? In verse 24, and now, as surely as the Lord lives, he who has established me securely on the throne of my father David and has founded a dynasty for me as a promise, Adonijah shall be put to death today. Bathsheba would have been like again, because in this situation, I specifically said, if God has given you a word, not that you just said, I want to marry this person. No, your parents have wise counsel in those situations, but if God has said, that's the caveat. Like, oops, kill. Wait now, wait. Solomon, like, he's asking, like, let's think about this. Let's talk. It's like, I don't know why they used to swear like this. I don't know why they used to make statements like that. Like God will strike me if I don't strike you. It's like they've like you gotta go, man, because I'm not going anywhere. You'll be put to death today. Bathsheba is like, golly. Verse 25. So King Solomon gave orders to Benaiah, son of Jehoiada, and he struck down Adonijah and he died. At that point, Solomon must have been enraged. Like, these people are still trying it. I gave you free access. You messed up. I said you can go to your house. You're still trying it? If you are still trying it, then it means that Joab and Abiathar are still your accomplices. So he just used this opportunity to clean house. When Adonijah died, he went to Abiathar the priest and said, go back to your fields. Because you're a priest, I'll respect you. You deserve to die, but I will not put you to death now because you carried the ark of the sovereign Lord before my father David and shared all my father's hardships. That's the only reason why I'm just sparing your life. But what he did was he took away status. That's a death in itself. You are the priest, the priest of the whole of Israel, and now you've been stripped of that position. And it says, go to your land. So he removed him from the priesthood, fulfilling the word of the Lord has spoken as Sheol about the house of Eli. That word, there's something there. I didn't have the time to really dive into that. But Abiathar was from the house of Eli. And so this, it says, fulfill the word of the Lord that has spoken about the house of Eli. Verse 28, when the news reached Joab is like, yo, this guy figured it out. He fled to the tent of the Lord and took hold of the horns of the altar. And King Solomon was told that Joab had fled to the tent of the Lord and was beside the altar. Then Solomon ordered Benaiah, son of Jehoiada, go strike him down. Justice has come. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this clip and you want to know how to hear from God using the Bible, I'd love to invite you to a live Bible study session that is happening every single day, Monday to Friday, 5 to 6 p.m. EST, where I show you how to not just read the Bible for information, but how to meditate on it for revelation, because revelation is the key to your transformation. Take care. Bye-bye.